Alrighty folks, I got something a little different here, and it's another one I've never had before. This is a 1998, I believe it's an E350, but it's a cabin chassis van kind of turned into a big moving truck. Let's see, we got 206,847 miles. History on this as far as I know, I've owned this van probably for 3 years, maybe a little longer. I actually was using it as a storage container. I've driven it about 100 miles since I've had it. It runs okay. Always starts right up. I've never had a problem with that. But yeah, it's like anything else. I haven't put a lot of miles on it over the last 3 years or so. So you got to take everything with a grain of salt. But I'm going to be selling it cheap. I used it as a storage container, actually. That's what I bought it for. And now somebody can use it and maybe make some money. All right, now here's something really interesting about this. Check this out. This is not something you see often. See, that's a jump seat back there, and there's one on this side. So basically this, and it has seat belts, this is like a little compartment. So this is actually a 4-passenger moving truck. I've never seen one like this before. And let's see, oh, look at all this stuff. I guess it was a rider truck, and apparently somebody did quite a bit of maintenance on this thing. It's in okay shape, for a 98 with this kind of mileage. The seat's a little tattered and whatnot, but let's start her up. Let's do that. It's like I said, it always starts up. There's no check engine lights on. There is an airbag light, I believe, that stays on. I have no idea what that's about. I never bothered checking. And again, like I said, I'm going to be selling this thing pretty cheaply, so, you guys will be, it'd be up to you to see if, what you want to do to fix it up or whatever. But mostly this is for a work truck. Let's see if the radio works. I don't even know. FM on. Yeah, I don't hear anything coming out, so AM. Oh wait, I just heard something. Let me tune it into something, see if we get something here. Yeah, it kind of works, so you're going to have to futz with it. That's up to you. As you can see, the fan works. I'm guessing the air conditioning probably doesn't work. I know the heat does work in it. Oh, there you go. Radio's working. Turn that off. Horn. Yep, it has one, but not on the steering wheel. You got to push this button here. Horn works. Wipers, they work as they're supposed to. 4-speed automatic overdrive. You got your little cab dome switch here. It does work, and it actually activates the lights in the back too. So you actually have some lights in the back, and I know that they work, so that's good. All right, let's go around the outside of the vehicle, and I'll show you. This is the passenger compartment. You can see it's not too bad. It's in decent shape. There's a seat, like I said. Throw a seat cover on this baby, and it won't even bother you at all. Okay. And as you can see, actually, what's nice about this truck, you can see by the door jamb there and the door frame. It actually has hardly any corrosion on it whatsoever in the cab. It's really nice. These fenders were replaced and painted, as you can see. So they're, it's matching, but the yellow paint's a little newer on that. All right, let's start here. Left front tire, I'm going to guess, has about no tread on it. So you're probably going to want to put some tires on the front. Here's the box. And as you can see, there's no writing on it. All the writing has been taken off. It's in pretty decent shape. There's your cab corner up there. That's what a lot of people are always concerned with, is to see whether or not, what do you call it, it's been smashed into an overhead bridge or whatnot. And coming along here, it does look like it's got a little scrape right there. Coming along the back, the rear tires, they have pretty good tread on that. Outside one, the inside one, not great, but I don't think you need to replace those anytime soon. It is a dually. This does have, quite a decent weight capacity. Now, in the back, as you can see, the bumper's a little dented, whatever. It's got a hitch if you need to tow something. That was Ryder's thing. Now, whoever had this, they put a raised floor in, I think because of these pipes. I don't know what they hold with this thing or what those are for, but they go with the van. So you can either rip this subfloor out if you want to or not. See these wooden things here? They're for going on the this thing here. Now, check it out. Pretty nice. Like I said, I have loaded this thing to the absolute hilt. There's one of the lights I was talking about there, and there's another one over there. There's a little hole there. I have loaded this thing to the absolute hilt. Drove it to a flea market several times, because I had a bunch of crap I wanted to sell. So it does do the job it's supposed to. This thing works fine. it's kind of tough for me to do this, but I promise you, the ramp works exactly as it should. It slides out nice and easy. It hooks into here and here. And like I said, you can use these things to get up there, or you can rip the subfloor out. That's completely up to you, but this is how I'm selling it. The rear door works, and it does lock. Let me show you that. Close this. There. This flips. You got to unlock this like that. That goes like that, and bam. And I know that works fine. And you can just put a padlock on here, and you're good to go. So there you have it. Looks like a little bit of the metal came off there, but it's not too bad. Okay, now I'll come around to this side. Yeah, there's that little hole that was there. Like I said, this is a pretty decent shape, especially for a 98. Yeah, the tires on this side are not great. Like I said, you know, you can use them, but you're going to eventually, probably in a year or two, want to put some new tires on the back, but you definitely want to replace the fronts. All right, coming up to this side. Here's that cab corner up there. You can see, undamaged. Here's the top of the cab. Here's this side. This fender was replaced as well. And this side's in pretty decent shape as well. It's got the nice big mirrors, nice shiny hood. This is not in horrible shape. It does need a negative and a positive terminal. I got to throw a, what do you call it? Their vice grips on to start it. That's something new. I just found that out today. But I think this thing runs pretty good. I'm not going to stick my fingers in there and try to rev this thing up, because I'll end up getting them caught in something. So here, let me just shut up for a minute and let you guys listen. Now I've gone 6 months, a year without starting this thing. And it starts right up, and what's amazing to me, the thing doesn't blow any smoke. It's really simply amazing. Here's the front. You can see, we'll take a little look underneath. All right, there you go. Yeah, so this thing really, like I said, I'm going to show you how it runs. I honestly don't remember a whole heck of a lot about how it shifts and everything like that, so we're going to kind of do this together as we go along. So let's go take it for a ride. Okay, let's go for a ride. 4-speed, automatic, overdrive, electronic. Overdrive, I might add. There we go. This is a really bad time of day. Ooh, I'll get out because my kid's getting off the school bus. And that gives me an opening to take off. Here we go. Okay, a couple things I noticed right off the bat here. Number one, the brake feels a little spongy, I have to say, so you might need some brakes on this baby. The other thing is the front end, typical, you know, 90s Ford, feels a little loose. So just letting you know, you're probably gonna have to put maybe $500 or $600 worth of work into this thing to make it really nice. You know, a couple tires, a little front end work, maybe a little brake job, but other than that, you're gonna have yourself a really nice, hard-working vehicle. I have loaded this truck down with many thousands of pounds of stuff, and I can tell you, it'll haul it. The motor feels plenty strong, sounds good. I mean, we're doing 45, 50 miles an hour right now, no problem. And now I'm gonna go try to turn around here, which is really hard to do. So I'm gonna have to, how am I gonna do this? So you know what? I'm gonna go a little bit further than I normally do. So you guys can go along for the ride. Here we go. Looks like it's charging nicely. And the oil pressure looks good, the temperature is good. Like I said, the only negative thing on it is the airbag light. Other than that, no check engine lights, that sort of thing. Yeah, so if you need a really inexpensive, really big moving vehicle, work truck, whatever you want to call it, this could be the one for you. Alright, I'm going to try to pull over here and turn around without getting myself killed. So we'll give that a whack. Alright, here we go. Pull over. Yeah, the brakes work. You just got to pump up the pedal a little bit, so you know it's not completely horrible. Oh, I don't want to turn around in the water here. That's not good. So here, we'll try it this way. As long as nobody's going down this road and nobody's coming down the road, I'll be good. Otherwise, if you guys hear a real loud screech and smashing glass and metal, you know I backed into another car. But so far, we're doing all right. Looking pretty good here. This is not easy to turn around, just so you know. It does not have a great turning radius. All right, well, off we go, and here we go. That was considerably easier than I thought, so great for us. I'm stepping on the gas pretty hard. I mean, this is not a sports car by any stretch of the imagination. 45 miles an hour, we're doing good. But it is drivable. You know, like I said, I've driven it all over the place, you know, for flea markets and whatnot, so it's not too bad. And here we are, we're doing, you know, 50 miles an hour, no problem. I'm trying to think if I ever had this up on Route 80 or anything. I don't remember. It's like I said, I've had it for a pretty long time. It's kind of hard for me to let go of stuff, but whatever. And as I said before, this is kind of unique in that this is a 4-passenger moving truck. That's not something you see very often. Alright, what I'm going to do is, up here there's a vacant lot across the street from my place. I'm going to pull in there, let go of the steering wheel, slam on the brakes, and that way you guys can see that the truck does stop. I can't vouch for how great the brakes are. I gotta say, the suspension feels pretty good in this. It's not like beating me to death driving this thing. And this road's in rough shape too. And it actually sounds pretty quiet in here too. It's not a real loud vehicle, so it's kind of neat. A lot better than like a cargo van that's wide open. Alright, let me start slowing down a little bit. Pull over here. Alright, here we go. And I'm gonna let go of the steering wheel in. Okay, now you notice it pulled a little to the left, so like I said, the brakes aren't great, but it does stop, as you saw. So it does stop us pretty quickly. Alright, let's do a little turnaround here. I'll bring this across the street, and then we'll do a little recap. And, well, of course, I'm doing this at rush hour. So I'll start the recap right now. This is a 1998 Ford, I guess it's an E350. That would be my guess on the chassis. V8 engine, obviously. I have to look and see what size V8, whether it's a 351 or a 3 whatever. I'll have to check on that for you. Yeah, and it is what it is. It's a 16-year-old big-ass box truck, but it can be very useful for the right person. You need something to make money with, this could be the truck for you. And that's pretty much it, folks. So it's going to be very inexpensive. It runs good. You should be able to drive it home. It's going to require a little work, like I said, you know, but what doesn't when it's this old? And that's pretty much it. Thank you, and I hope, as I always do, that this goes to a good home. Thanks.